So I've kind of been coming to terms with entering the second half of life, which is like there's a finite feeling to it. Being that I'm 42, and I know there are people older than me and there are people younger than me, and I was a young person once upon a time, and I'll be older. Like older people were young at one point, and we all have experienced all these different things. But for me, my personal experience in going from young to old, the bridge at this point in my life in my 40s has been so impactful and very, very aggressive, where I'm very aware of the finality of it all, of life, you know? So just kind of like embracing that second half of life and the, like, what is it mentally? What is it physically? What is it emotionally? What is it spiritually? Has been heavy on me. I think about that a lot, especially when I go sit outside and just enjoy and soak and think about how many times I've seen the clouds or how many times I've smelt the air or seen the trees, you know? And there's this sort of like, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this forever. You know what I'm saying? It's a very interesting experience, man. And it just makes me weigh a lot of like, what am I doing and why am I doing it in all facets of my life, whether that's enjoying chess or working out or still being creative or how I raise my kids or what I do with my career. What's the impact or what's the point in the final half of life that you don't have that infinite time, you know? You kind of know that this party's wrapping up, so that has to have like a little bit of definition around it. I'm curious if any of you guys out there have experienced that feeling of like, wow, this is almost over, you know? It's almost like being at a party, like the longest party possible, and you've experienced all kinds of cool stuff, and you're like, whoa, shit, I'm leaving soon, you know? Not that it's like, you know, I'm just saying like a long tail. Like, I only have one more half of this, but what does that half mean? You know, when you're in the first half, you're a baby, you don't know what the hell's going on with your life. You're just like growing. And you're so excited to be aware and to experience a lot of what life is. At this age, you've experienced a lot of life. And so then it becomes shaping it and giving it definition, which is a total different thing. And it requires great intention. So, yeah, comment or something, or don't. Because I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. Is the internet these days. I'm trying to use the internet differently than I have, trying to promote music and stuff. This is more like just sharing thoughts with the world of humans.